Hey guys, this is Preston Cohn coming from Cohn Creatives with the digital scoop for the week. I want to talk a little bit about how we can help you create your own Facebook campaign in 12 minutes or less. Keeping it simple, keeping it something that you can understand and do, knowing that you are a full-time business owner, likely, or you are wearing a lot of hats and you don't have the opportunity to do everything that you want to do here with marketing. How do we get started with just the basics? Here's what we're going to be talking about. And we're doing this on a weekly basis with the blog posts that are coming out over the next few weeks. And so we're excited about talking to you about little subjects here and there. And once we find a few that we are resonating with everyone, then we'll dive in more deeply into how to do those, right? This is obviously going to be a multi-part series. We need to talk to you a little bit more in depth in this blog post about how to do this. But in order to be able guys, this is Preston Cohn coming from Cohn Creatives with the digital scoop for the week. I want to talk a little bit about how we can help you create your own Facebook campaign in 12 minutes or less. Keeping it simple, keeping it something that you can understand and do, knowing that you are a full-time business owner, likely, or you are wearing a lot of hats and you don't have the opportunity to do everything that you want to do here with marketing. How do we get started with just the basics? Here's what we're going to be talking about. And we're doing this on a weekly basis with the blog posts that are coming out over the next few weeks. And so we're excited about talking to you about little subjects here and there. And once we find a few that we are resonating with everyone, then we'll dive in more deeply into how to do those, right? This is obviously going to be a multi-part series. We need to talk to you a little bit more in depth in this blog post about how to do this. But in order to be able to understand the principles, oftentimes it's basic. It's helpful to just be able to understand and see how it works from a 20,000 foot view. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So if you go, feel free to visit cohncreatives.com and then go to the blog and you'll see the blog posts that we have and what they're talking about. We'd love for you to follow us and see how things go there. So in order to create your Facebook campaigns, we're going to talk a little bit about Facebook Ads Manager and Facebook Business Manager. Now, Ads Manager allows you to create and run ads for your business pages and websites that you have created. Business Manager is actually a tool that we suggest you use moving forward because it helps to put your Ads Manager account and your ad account into this centralized location. Think of it as like the vault for all of your Facebook identities, whether that be Instagram, your business page on Facebook, or your ad account. You can all put that into Business Manager and then give access to agencies or contractors that you've hired to do specific tasks for you. The way I recommend doing this is the simple way. Google it. Just Google how to make a Business Manager account on Facebook. Multiple things will pull up. And when in doubt, really just remember that Googling is your friend. You will be able to find a lot of results here. So oftentimes, if I'm looking for a link for a client or trying to explain them how to do something, it's really simple for me to simply Google that phrase, pull up a link and send it over to them and have them be able to be walked through how to set that up versus me actually doing it myself. So I would suggest that you follow that step and create the Business Manager. After you've done this, you're going to know and you're going to have your ads account, you're going to have your Facebook page all in one location. It'll be much easier for you to manage. Now, when you're creating your ad campaign, what type of objective that you're going to use for your campaign. Now, every campaign might need a different objective. If you're going to push someone to your website from Facebook and ask them to fill out a form giving you their name, email, and phone number, we're going to create a conversion event, a conversion campaign from Facebook in order to measure those people who go to your site and fill out that form. If you were going to push someone to your website to simply view content and you really didn't care that they actually filled out any forms or took any or actually completed any specific action steps, then what you're going to do is actually use another objective, like the traffic objective. It'll be cheaper for you to push a lot of people to your website with the traffic objective or the view page objective, content views on your website objective. That way, you're getting more results for a cheaper cost. For the most part, I'm going to suggest that you use the conversions campaign simply because conversions will actually learn the data of what we're growing on with Facebook. So the more conversions we get, the more results Facebook sees, and the more accurate the targeting Facebook's able to go out and find more people that look just like that person who's already converted with your website. So in order to do that, it's really important that you have the Facebook pixel installed. Now, you've probably already done this before. If you haven't done this, I would highly suggest doing this. So in your ads manager, you're going to go to Pixels under Measure and Report. And it'll let you create your pixel right here. So I already have pixels that are running. It's not showing me that as an option, but normally there will be an option here for you to actually create that pixel. In order to show you an example of this, I can show you the code. If I go to Setup, Install Pixel, it will actually give me that code that I can use and copy into the website. It seems complicated, but it's not. Don't get overwhelmed by this. Just copy the code, put it in the head of your website, or if you have an integration site, maybe something like Shopify or Squarespace, you can actually set that up very easily by connecting to some of these partners. Okay, so you got the Facebook pixel, you've got the business manager, you've got conversions campaign versus traffic versus others. You got to determine what is the best placement for you and who you are. And then from there, you're going to be able to track and see, okay, do those people go to my website? And because of the Facebook pixel, is that data then sent back to Facebook so I can get better results for my money? I would hate to spend money or have you spend money on Facebook and not actually see those results start to make a difference. Even if you're not, I'm going to take it one step further. Even if you're not going to use any advertising on Facebook right now, but you think maybe in the future you will, go ahead and install the Facebook pixel as soon as you can. Make an audience from the Facebook pixel. That way you're able to keep track of anyone who does visit your website and make an audience of them so that you can retarget them with an advertisement later saying, hey, we saw you visited our site. Here's a discount code, or here's a special offer that we would like to give to you to bring you back to our site to convert. But go ahead and do that. That's going to be a really valuable piece of the pie that if you're not taking advantage of now, you should be doing that. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about creating, using conversions, the pixel, a bunch of different things. Let's kind of put that back into good use and go ahead and give you an example of how to actually create this campaign. And created a campaign by clicking this create button. And you'll notice there's two different options. You can use the quick creation or you can switch to the guided creation. For new users, I would go ahead and suggest that you use the guided creation method. But don't get caught up in all of the buttons and extra things that Facebook likes to throw your way. Try to keep it as simple as possible. So when you're creating that conversions campaign, you'll choose the objective conversions. You'll name that campaign. Let's say we're going to do it lead conversions because we're pushing this to a real estate website, let's say. Click continue, and we'll go out and start building out the ad set. Now, the ad set is where the targeting goes. This is very important because you can use that to create audiences. Let's say I wanted to test Bernie versus San Antonio, or I wanted to test a custom audience, which is an email list that I can upload into Facebook and target, versus a lookalike audience, which might be a custom audience that you upload into Facebook of purchasers, and then Facebook will create what's called a lookalike audience from those users to then go out and find new people that have the same attributes as the people that have purchased from you, but are new. They've not seen your product yet, and they're able to be interested still in what you're offering. So going back, I've already created a campaign that walks you through what this looks like. It's a conversions campaign. It's on the website, and we're going to look at the ad sets that I've created. I've created two different tests. Here's a test between San Antonio and Dallas, and a test between purchase lookalike audience like we just discussed versus someone who has clicked and filled out part of the information, but they didn't actually submit all of the information to you, called let's say an add to cart. Let's say they go to a website for an e-commerce store, for example, and they add something to their cart, but they don't actually complete the purchase. Those people obviously are highly intent on buying our product, but they're not ready right now. So we want to remind them of that. Great way to test the various audiences that we have. So this is what you'll do. You'll go in and you'll create these audiences and you'll set those up for a test. When you're looking at ad creative, it takes a little bit more to think about, right? At this point, what we're trying to do is communicate something to them quickly and efficiently that enables them to understand within the first second or two what we're asking them to complete. In this situation, going back to the idea of, let's say this is a real estate website, we're probably going to show them homes. We're probably going to show them a list of homes that says something like, these homes are available in your area. Click to learn more, or click to see more, or view more, homes like this. And the CTA is very clear. We're asking them to come to our website and view more homes. They understand what they're getting, and they know that they have some value by clicking on our website. We might even say, we have unlisted homes that aren't showing on anywhere else that we have on our website, right? Something like that in the ad copy might be helpful as well. In the ad test, I would suggest setting up an A/B test. Do a video versus a static image, or do a long copy versus a short copy on that ad. Test various CTAs, but keep it as simple as possible. Keep it to one or two elements that you're testing at any given time, so that you're not confusing the data and not able to then read and learn and see what that looks like. So create a clear, concise call to action. Use those custom audiences, those lookalike audiences to test. Use a conversions campaign to be able to make sure that you're actually measuring and seeing conversions on my website. Use a low budget. Go with $5 a day per ad, right? Learn a little bit about what you're doing and see how it's going. If you're not showing conversions on your website yet, maybe you're at least seeing clicks. If you're seeing a few clicks, which ad is getting the best result on those clicks? Are you getting people that are going to your site and actually viewing the content? If they are, great. If they're not, you need to cut that ad off, try adjusting your targeting, try adjusting the ad, and move forward with the learnings that you've gotten. One quick thing on that, if you use a tool like Hotjar to be able to view recording sessions on your website, it's a free tool. You're going to be able to have a lot of insight into the performance and into the performance of your ads and your campaigns that you're running from Google and Facebook. And so you'll be able to see, hey, are they reading the content and they actually interested in what they're doing? Or are they just seeing the landing page, not interested, and they're immediately bouncing? So I hope this is helpful. I hope you're able to try testing some ads, at least get the Facebook Pixel up and running. That will be very helpful for you. And as always, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to help you in the future. Thanks so much.